Ever wondered how many species of animals walk this planet? Far too many. Even if you had the chance to see 10 new species each day till the day you die, you barely scratch the surface. Time has done a great job in populating planet Earth with such diverse creatures that it's not surprising we'll never see most of them in our lifetime. But there are a few animals which are far too rare to even imagine their existence. Curious to know more? Here are 10 wild animals that have rarely ever been seen. Since you're here, be sure to hit the like button, subscribe and click the notification bell for more such amazing content. Here we go. Number 10. The rare Krusty Nautilus. You're looking at one of the rarest creatures on the planet. It's so rare that there have only been 3 documented cases of its sighting. The latest sighting was found in Papua New Guinea. The scientific community is in awe of these nautiloid species because they are essentially living fossils. Their rare yet distinctive shells have been documented as fossils and have been dated back to apparently over 500 million years ago. So it's quite stunning how few of them have survived to this date. But their rarity and uniqueness might also be their biggest weakness. Their spiral shells are highly prized and that opens up possibilities for poaching. Their habitat is also under the risk of exploitation for natural resources. So the future of this ancient sea creature is not looking good until conservation measures are put into place. We hope they stick around for the long run. Number 9. The Sowler. Meet the Asian unicorn, or commonly known as the Sowler. You might be thinking that this creature certainly doesn't look like a unicorn. Well, you're right, but the nickname for Sowler stems from its rarity. They are incredibly rare, and you can only find them, that is, if you are the 4th luckiest person ever to spot them, in the Amity mountain forests on the border between Vietnam and Laos. Their discovery was so recent, around 1992, that it makes you wonder how they managed to stay elusive for so long. The Sowler was the first large mammal discovery in more than 50 years. Though they look similar to an antelope, they are in fact more related to cattle. Not much is known about them, and they have only been sighted 3 times in the wild. Number 8. White-rumped vulture. Here's a rare animal which pretty much protects humans, well, indirectly at least. The white-rumped vulture is a scavenger and feeds on carrion, flesh of dead animals. Since they feed strictly on the dead, they are inadvertently preventing the spread of dangerous bacteria and viruses which grow on decomposing carcasses. And no, the vultures don't get sick from such a diet thanks to their potent stomach acid, which can destroy pretty much most pathogens. With a wingspan of up to 7.5 feet, they could fly around looking for food, swoop in groups and devour the carcass in a matter of minutes. Though not a very vocal creature, they do have distinctive calls akin to a pig's squeal. Native to South and Southeast Asia, these scavengers have been listed as critically endangered species since 2000, with recent estimates of less than 10,000 mature individuals. That's not a lot. Number 7. Lost elephant shrew. The elephant shrew is an interesting species, for it's not actually a shrew but a type of mammal. They get their name from the long trunk-like nose and pointy head. They hop around like rabbits with their unique long legs and have a long scaly tail as well. These cute critters generally survive on ants, termites, berries and tender shoots of young plants. The elephant shrew is more closely related to various African mammals like the sea cows, aardvarks and elephants, and are really rare to find due to their fragmented distribution. This results in them being extremely hard to document and even harder for them to find a mate. We hope this shrew finds love soon. Number 6. Sumatran rhinoceros. The Sumatran rhinoceros is known by a few different names: the hairy rhinoceros or the Asian two-horned rhinoceros. These mammals once inhabited the highland and lowland secondary rainforests, swamps and cloud forests of India, Bhutan, Bangladesh, Myanmar, Thailand, Laos, Malaysia, Indonesia and China. Unfortunately, they are now critically endangered and only found in Sumatra and Borneo as of today. The Kerinci Seblat National Park in Sumatra once had around 500 of these rhinos, but they've since gone extinct in this region because of poaching. Tam, Malaysia's last Sumatran rhino, died last year after discovering him snooping around an oil palm plantation back in 2008. Breeding efforts were unfortunately unsuccessful, with both Puntung and Iman, females of this breed, and they died of cancer in 2019. It seems the Sumatran rhinos just can't catch a break. We hope their population makes it through. Number 5. Amur leopard. The incredible Amur leopard. These rare leopards were driven close to extinction, but thanks to conservation efforts their numbers are on the rise in recent years. Also known as the Far East leopard, the Manchurian leopard, or the Korean leopard, these apex predators can run really fast to catch up with their prey. We mean 37 miles per hour kinda fast. Not many animals can escape its chase, and not surprisingly so. They're capable of jumping more than 19 feet forward and 10 feet up in the air. That's enough to close the gap between the prey and the leopard in less than a second. Thanks to conservation efforts, the population is being strictly monitored through camera traps and routine scouting to track their movements. The latest census points towards around 100 of these Amur leopards, and they are estimated to grow. Just look at them. Just one of the many marvels of the animal kingdom. Number 4. The Kamodi bear. Cuddly teddy bears are all the rage for little kids, and the Kamodi bear seems to fit that image perfectly. They may look cute and fuzzy, but don't let that fool you. They are still your regular wild bear and are actually a white variant of the North American black bear. White Kamodi bears are not albino since they have pigmented skin and eyes. Experts learned that the coloration is a result of a maturation in a gene involved in the production of melanin, a natural skin pigment which gives its color. This gene is recessive, and both parents need to have this variation in order for their offspring to take on this unique white coloration. Due to their unique image, the indigenous community in the British Columbia region, where the Kamodi bear makes up 10 to 20% of their population, revere them and call them the spirit or ghost bear, and we can see why. They are most exclusively found in the Great Bear Rainforest, and their current population is estimated to be between 100 and 500 for their white variant. What an interesting species. Number 3. Narwhal. Nicknamed as the unicorn of the sea, and for good reason, the narwhals are related to quite a few sea mammals. The bottlenose dolphins, belugas, orcas and harbour porpoises are all related to this mystical-looking creature. Their long tusk is probably the most distinguishing feature, and also the reason for their nickname. The giant tusks are actually canine teeth that shoot out of their head and can grow up to 9 feet. The tusk is wrapped in a tissue called cementum and is incredibly sensitive and can pick up sensory data through the 10 million nerve endings found within it. Famed American author who wrote Moby Dick, Herman Melville, also wrote about the narwhals and later claimed that a narwhal tusk was hung at Windsor Castle after it was gifted to Queen Elizabeth. An urban legend? Maybe, but the narwhal is as real as it can get. Number 2. The Siberian Tiger. The most majestic of them all, the Siberian tiger is extremely rare. They mostly inhabit the Sokoty Island mountain region in the Russian Far East, and some also exist in China and North Korea. They're also known as the Amur tiger, Manchurian tiger, Korean tiger, and Siberian tiger depending on the region where they were observed. What makes them so hard to spot is that they mostly inhabit the northern forests, which are less densely populated by humans and contain massive swathes of woodlands, which allow these solitary creatures to roam around undisturbed. The Tungusic people consider these creatures as deity and often call them the grandfather or old man. Due to their reverence in local culture, the form of the Siberian tiger is used in heraldic symbols within the region. A detailed survey revealed that the population of the Siberian tiger in the wild in Russia is about 562, but the population trend is noted to be declining. As of 2014, about 35 of them roam the international border area between Russia and China. We must save the Siberian tigers. Number 1. Rare albino cobra. Most species of animals have an albino variety due to genetic defects. This rare albino cobra is one such example. King cobras in general are worshipped under Hinduism and considered as the bearer of souls of our ancestors. But an albino cobra would definitely take the lead in religious worship just because of how it looks. But life isn't all great for this reptile. Due to the lack of melanin, the albino cobra can't camouflage itself adequately, leaving it vulnerable against predators. The lack of camouflage also hurts their hunting game since their prey will see them coming from miles away. Since they are so rare in nature, their discovery is often bound to blow up on media, like the recent news of an escaped albino cobra in California. The news of its escape caught the eye of the press and was covered extensively for television. You kind of feel bad for them though. They just want to survive and not get clamoured by the press and their cameras. And there you go, the rarest of the rarest. These animals are seldom found in the wild, making it even harder to monitor and implement conservation efforts. While human presence and exploitation of their natural habitats has played a large role in their dwindling population, most of them have still found a way to evade and preserve their lineage so far. But for how long? For more amazing content like this, be sure to hit the like button, share and subscribe. See you next time.